Thanks for joining us, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Lady Leopard Basketball Award Show. I'm Bo McCaslin, and joining me today is head girls basketball coach Lanny Allen. Coach, this past year, it was a year unlike any other in sports. Last spring we saw seasons ripped away from kids. Luckily, everything was back in place in the fall by the time basketball rolled around. Add all the craziness onto the fact that it was your first year as head coach for the Lady Leopards. I know it had to be challenging for you and your kids, but it did end with a trip to the regional tournament.
Yeah, and the challenges are unprecedented in what you had to do in athletics. You got kids who practice together, used to working together, and then when they come together in games, they got to be separated on benches, and that's a minor thing. But you still, we had limited crowd space, and usually our fans show up really well for our games, but some of them were didn't know that if they were going to have tickets or anything like that to be able to actually watch games and stuff. And I had a number of people that had that concern. As far as coaching aspect, you just have to kind of be flexible. We had to roll with the punches and just kind of take whatever came to us because you didn't know who you were going to have. I mean, we were on a bus trip to a conference game and already had lost 2 starters, and then all of a sudden we get a call and the third one's gone. And so you kind of have to just, because you can't really do anything about it. Right. You just have to take it and move on. And it was really challenging for myself and Coach Lindley. But I think the kids adapted well, and we tried to make adjustments as we went.
Looking back on the year, what were some of the things that really stood out to you that made you proud of your girls?
Well, man, I'm telling you, we had one returning starter from last year. And D-Queen's kind of been the top of the conference, and we knew it was going to be a tough year because we were going to be young. We had a lot of kids. It's first time playing high school ball. And so I was really proud of the fact that the kids kept learning, kept adapting, kept working with each other. And I think we came together as a team as the year. I think that's probably the thing I'm most proud of. Is we came together as a team toward the end of the year, and that's where you want it to happen. And looking back, we've had several games where we hit multiple threes, and I think that gave a lot of my younger kids a lot of confidence going forward. We also moved the ball, shared the ball better, and I'm just proud of those kids. We have some of the best kids in the state, right. I believe, and they're a joy to be around. So I was really truly blessed to coach them.
Thank you, Coach. We'll start off announcing the 2020 Basketball Awards with the 6-Man Award, or should we say 6-Woman Award. And this award goes to a young lady who played a key role for you coming off the bench.
Yes, and the first half of the year, she came off the bench. She was good enough to come in and work her way into a starting position. Allison Dawkins, she had several games with multiple threes. She played. I was really proud of her. Her defense was greatly improved from even just the previous year in junior high. She, put in extra time, and that's the great thing about these kids. They will work and put in extra time because they have a lot of pride in what they do. But she worked her way into a starting position and, became one of our top 3 leading scorers this year. So I'm really proud of her. She did a good job.
Good deal. Congratulations, Allison. Next up is your Most Improved Award, and coaches are always talking about kids being coachable. There's no doubt Elise Dean is coachable.
Oh, yeah. Elise, great kid. She laid off a couple years of basketball, and she came out and played, and I was really excited about it because she's tall, long, and athletic, but she was just a little bit tentative at the first of the year, and at the end of the year, she was blocking shots, getting rebounds, and getting in foul trouble. And so that was, foul trouble, you got to take it one way or the other, but at least she was being aggressive. And I think that she's got a good senior year ahead of her. And I was really, really proud of the strides that she made to becoming a better basketball player.
Good deal. Congratulations, Elise. And your next award up is your Hustle Award, and this goes to a young lady who seemed to always be diving on the court, and her motor was always on go.
Yes. Kyla Ferguson. she in fact was hustling and diving even on her own teammates. Sometimes she was she was aggressive and and a lot of times I think she got 4 fouls in about 45 seconds in one game. So she was really aggressive. She came in and gave us a spark a lot of times off the bench, and just really, she's one of our better defenders. We could put her on their best ball handler, and she would, just aggravate them. And so, and I really, this kid, she's really a great kid, and she kind of understands her role, and she's really embraced it. So yeah, she did an awesome job.
Congratulations, Kyla. We move to the Breakout Award. Who is your winner this year, and explain to us what your Breakout Award is, Coach?
Oh, I'll explain the award first. Breakout is a kid that most people kind of overlook, maybe, don't think that they are going to be that great of a high school player. Looking at it from last year to this year, this kid really surprised me when I kind of got her in practice and started seeing what she was capable of doing. And when she got a little bit of confidence, she even did a little bit more. That's Laurel Morphew. She played a lot of minutes. She was, if she wasn't in foul trouble, but she played, 28 to 30 minutes a game for us. She would rebound. She'd get steals, deflections. Anything you really asked her to do, she would do. Sometimes she'd run point guard when Sid was out. And so she just really came on and just made a big statement to me and her teammates, and everybody began to rely on her and trust her in the game. So I was really proud of her. It was a nice surprise to have that.
Those are always good to have.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations, Laurel. We'll move now to the Leopard Pride Award, Coach. We're going to let you announce this winner. And as you do, go ahead and explain what went into the choosing of this award.
Leopard Pride to me is one of those awards where it's leadership on and off the floor, and it's just like the actions off the court and on the court, like you would want your own kids to do, and just being an example. And so to me, Leopard Pride is not only did she most nights have the best defender on the floor, she also ran our offense and got us into things. And also, too, she got injured late in the year, and it kind of hurt us going into regional tournament. Sydney Castile was probably one of our just more steady, more consistent players. She had a big role to fill because last year she probably averaged about 5 minutes a game. She was a 31 to 32 minute a game girl. Wow. And so she just exemplified everything that you want a player to be. And she was, without a lot of senior leadership, we had she was one of our main leaders on the floor and off the floor.
Good deal.
Yep.
Congratulations. And next up, Coach, we will announce the selections to the All-Conference and All-State teams. You had 2 players selected to the 7-4 All-Conference team. Yep. The first one of which, Jarrah Cotton.
Jarrah Cotton. Oh, Jarrah. Hey, that kid, love her to death. She is she hustles. She busts her tail. She's constantly texting, wanting to come up and shoot at the gym, wanted to work on different things. She All-Conference reason why, leading rebounder, about 4th leading scorer, but she also led us in assists. And she's her last 6 ball games, she was in double digits, and she wasn't really known as a scorer, but she just made a difference. Every quarter she was on the floor, we were plus 4.
Wow,
that makes a big difference right there. So that and defensively and rebounding, she just really and her motor. She's got a motor like nobody else. She goes, and she if she stays out of foul trouble, she's a 32-minute a game girl because she needs to be on the floor.
Congratulations, Jarrah. The next player selected as All-Conference was also selected as honorable mention to the All-State team. That's Miss Belle Lindsay.
Belle Lindsay, yes. She sophomore coming in. I kind of knew that she was going to be a good scorer for us. Didn't realize how good she was going to be. She scored 381 points this year, which if you do the math, she's well on target for 1,000 points during her career, which is hard since we don't play them in the ninth grade in high school. She also second leading rebounder. She took second most charges this year, and she just athletically, just probably one of the best athletes on the floor any game we played, and so she really worked herself into being a really good high school player. Like I said, she came on at the end of the year. She averaged 15 points a game in conference. So she, every coach that when I went to the conference meeting, that's who they were talking about. She was a few votes shy of being voted All-State, which that speaks tons toward how everybody else viewed her. And so I'm just really proud of her, and great kid, hard worker, and she deserves it.
Congratulations, Belle, and we say congratulations to all of our winners, and we want to thank them for all the hard work and commitment they put forth during a challenging year. And before we go, Coach, is there anybody you would like to thank or anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I would like to thank our administration. They've been awesome. From dealing with tickets, having to sell those out, outside of just selling them at the gate, making sure our kids' parents had the opportunity to see them play. And that stems right from the superintendent down to the athletic director. And, they were just real supportive. And when we made it to regional tournament, they made it seem like, we were in state. So, right. I mean, it was really awesome. I also like to thank our parents. Our parents were very supportive of our program. When we went to regional, I think we had probably more snacks than what we could ever need. Right. And they made sure the kids were taken care of, and they were real supportive. And anytime they had questions, instead of going out, and they would come straight to me. And as a coach, that you really appreciate that right. aspect, because a lot of times you can squash some things if you just have the opportunity to talk and everything. I would also like to thank my wife. She was a big influence with my girls. She was there a lot. She was there all the time. She kept the book for us on the road, and she really did a good job. And the kids love her. They call her Bay. And so it's really awesome that it's just been a really great experience here at D Queen. It's great to be a Leopard.
Good deal, good deal. Thank you, Coach, and we wish you and your girls the best of luck heading into next season. We want to thank you again for being here, and as we leave you, we once again say congratulations to our winners, and we also want to say a big thank you to the Leopard Booster Club for all that they do for our Leopard student athletes. And remember, it's always a great day to be a Leopard.